Reason 10. Green, sample manipulator. Reason 10. Green, sample manipulator.
All praises to the Most High. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you. Thank you, beloved. I forgot. I was supposed to let me take this. I forgot. Thank you. Give me a second. Let me let the music play while I'm getting this. I forgot all about this. I was unprepared. Give me a second. Oh, my back! Oh. Oh, boy. Yes, y'all. A lot of things going on. A lot of things are happening. Usually, I had the red when it comes to these things. Is it red? Red U or blue or purple? Purple U, yellow U. Hmm, there you go. Beloved, we are going to go into this. We are going to go and how do you call this again? Shalom, beloved sister Maxina. We are going to go into the Wondrous work for March and April. However, you most of you knew that March I was not present. I was not there on March. The whole month of March I was down. And but the sisters, the brethren, they record certain things on March and April. Excuse me. As you may notice, the Most High Almighty, He had He make us study more, and then He made us study more things, and we are less and less getting into the news because those people are being destroyed all over the world while we are being rebuilt and we're having more knowledge. The more confusion that they have in their midst, the more knowledge we are receiving. In the meantime, beloved, please click the like button so the folks that haven't received their stuff yet, so they would receive this. You know what? Is it in there? Damn it. It did not. Um, mm, there we go. It was in there. There's two of them. We had a marvelous month. Yeah, I believe we will take. Yeah, March and April. Uh, let me see. It's got five pages. Now we will give it a little time for the others to join us, and after that, and we will begin the. We will begin the Wondrous report. Which one of you watched the what they call this again? This morning podcast, well, the prayer. Did you catch what we said at the end of the prayer? The core cleansing, the whole thing about the core. Shalom, shalom. That is good. That is good. That is good. Now, uh, I don't want. Again, we always say this because we don't want to say something and then we ended up confusing a bunch of people because I have this issue. Sometime I thought that I say something to you guys, which I never did, and then I come back and start asking question and you guys can't answer. Now, because of the whole thing, and I tell the people that we may not have one ingredient, of course, the tabak, because the holy mule, uh, she agreed to carry what we were supposed to carry, but uh, so much, so much going on. And if it is the will of the great one, we will do what needs to be done. However, let me see. Hmm. Oh man, I have to call this. Oof. Some more. Ah, shit. No, no, I'll do this another time. And if it's the will of the Most High God Almighty, we will. I'm sensing He's doing something else. He's switching and do something. And once whatever He's doing, because we're working on His time, we can do what we need to do. So the whole business, the whole fiasco going on over there in Kansas, and the people over there, they are questioning the government, so to speak. They are questioning their elites or their leaders. Why those things are so often? Why indeed? Why is it tornadoes? It's pretty much every month now. There's a tornado ravaging one of those places, and they always hit key places. They always hit key places. It's not random. It's just targeted places, and they are asking the people what's going on, and they have no way to explain unto them. Wait, these things are happening because we effed up. They are not telling them, well, those things are happening because we put our hands on the children of the mighty one. Now, before we go a little bit deeper into the Wondrous report, we want to retell the nation, and we want to reassure the nation that whatever that we were or we are supposed to do uh, during the period of June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we are going to do this. And I am not going to be live. It's personal, something that you have to do alone. It's something that you have to do, and you have to say what you want. You will say it. So June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and the 24th, I will not be online because that's the period of the summer solstice. Jaden, somebody at the doors. Got rain camera. Let's see what that is. I think it's a Jaden going on in there. Uh, where I was. No, it's not Jaden. I thought I put this thing on silent. There you go. Now it's on silent. Ah, he's closing this door really loud. Again, like I said before, this thing that we're going to perform, it has to be performed individually. You cannot share your bath with your wife, nor with your husband, nor with your children. It has to be done individually. Ask for whatever you want. It's gonna be you. Forgive me, brethren. I'm a little bit low or talking low because we have a little. There's a little one sleeping in the room, so I don't want to be too loud unless they come in and get that little one, and I will start yelling, but I have to keep the voice down a little. Ow, 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 ow. That's better. So now that we clarify this, let us move to the business of doing the wondrous work. Now, beloved, as usual, we are going to begin the wondrous work. And oh boy, I miscalculated everything. And I don't want to wake up the baby. Come and pick you up. Let me try the text. This is the wondrous report of the Most High moving in March and also, I believe, in April. We are going to go through this, and most likely, the things that you'll remember, you're going to give the Most High praises and glory. Now, for those of you that are new, you might wonder, okay, why are we all doing this? What is the purpose of you doing that? This is just as the book of Chronicle in the Bible. What is the book of Chronicle? The book of Chronicle is a recording of certain stories, certain how do you call this again? Um, Certain events they recorded. Therefore, we record things here too. This is from our beloved scribe, Sister Cheryl. She uh she recorded the event. Just like we do it visually, we do it on paper too. And when we do that, we give the mighty one great praise, good glory. We remember what he did because our people have a short memory. We have a short memory. We never remember what the Most High did, things that are good for us, but we always remember the curses. Oh, we remember all the curses, all of them. But none of us remember when we were under the blessing. We cannot even tell what we used to do under the blessing. Therefore, we have to keep the records of the mighty one's hand because the enemy, the heathens, they are not giving the Most High the glory that he deserves. They are giving it to men. That is why we are doing this. Now, let us move in, beloved. On March 1st, oops, you know what? I'll hold it like this. On March 1st, woman and child killed after walking away from a car crash that nearly killed them. A woman and her child got killed while they walked away from a crash that almost killed them. They got hit and then they died. They were in a crash. They escaped this crash. And while they were walking away from it, they get hit by another car and they get killed. That's like when brothers, when the hand of the mighty one is upon you, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, beloved, it will come on you. Couples 911's call after hit and run crash when unanswered in Broward. This is a growing problem. No one pick up the phone. They are experiencing staff shortage, and they had over 200 calls in one night. It happened here in Broward County. Okay, Fort Lauderdale is in Broward County. Core Spring, Broward County, Lauderhill, Davie, Lighthouse, Pompano, um, Book. No, Boca is not. Is it Boca in Broward? Not quite sure about Boca, but Hollywood, Dania Beach, and Plantation. Um, what else we have? Weston and hmm, there's one more. North Lauderdale. Those are Broward County. And one night, they received over 200 calls. Some of them went unanswered. Which one of you remember when that lady got stuck on the train track? Remember we were trying to call 911, we could not find them? The phone didn't even ring. And now you're seeing why. You're seeing the proof that the Mosai indeed he shut a lot of those guys are no more. A lot of those police officers, brethren, they are no more. You couldn't reach 911. You just can't. Not only the phone are not ringing, and when the phone is ringing, no one picking it up. And when they do pick it up, they're short on police officers. Are you familiar with how much Chief Keef can Chief Keef if Chief Keef can Chief Keef? How much Chief can Chief Keef Chief if Chief Keef can Chief? Because not only those guys, brothers, it's just them. It's that's how they are. Them. Beloved, I'm sorry. This is wrong. This is wrong. I shouldn't laugh. I should. Yo, 6 people die. 6 people or no more because a dude, instead of doing his work, he's out there always worrying about what we are doing. He caused the death of 6 of his own. The 911 calls were calling. They were calling the dude. He never picked up. Yeah, that fellow, that operator. He never picked up. Come to find out when they searched him, he was not doing anything else. He was just after us. He was just waiting a call that say, hey, I saw some black dude, Chief Keef something. Like, how much Chief can Chief Keef Chief? Can Chief Keef Keef if Chief Keef can Keef Chief? And then he put the symbol, the three petal symbol first and the 2 petal on the side. It's a growing problem. It's a growing problem. And a woman, brothers, the woman passed, she stopped. She called, she said, yes, there's a bridge. I am no engineer, but this bridge, it seems like it's going to collapse. Can you please send some police officer to come over there and block the people and reroute them? They didn't send it. Lo and behold, a guy was passing on the truck. The bridge collapsed with him. It was 2 of them in the truck. Both of them no more. And a whole family. The guy had his wife and his 4 children. His wife and his 3 children. I believe 4 children. All of them gone. They were driving. They didn't see the road. They fell right into it. All of them no more. And that guy's like, he was just chilling on his phone. He don't care. He doesn't care. He was just chilling in there. 21-year-old who wanted to join the army has his legs amputated after a fiery crash. He was delivering food. He just got his GED. On March 3rd, Ukrainian nuclear power plant was on fire. Dozens of people were displaced after the Pinellas County Tampa apartment fire. 27 units damaged, reporting Miguel Agtavo. The guy's name was Miguel, and the apartment was 27. Judgment. The Kitely fire, Peking Blinders Mill complex goes up in flame in the United Kingdom. Beloved, those fires, they are everywhere. They're simply not reporting them. You do know that Siberia is still on fire? There's nothing they really can do about this. Oh, excuse me. There's nothing they really can do about it. It's on fire. 3 dead and several others injured after fatal fiery crash on 95 Volusia County. On March 4th, um, that's when I met that fellow. Okay, yeah, it's written here on March 4th. Big Levi saw a man named Michael Johnson at a gas station putting his shirt. Michael, the man walked over to him and told him that he was jailed for 28 years and 6 months and was in jail at the age of 19. Big Levi gave him some money. He moved away not to look in Big Levi's wallet. Big Levi told him peace. A dove flew from behind the car. The man said something similar to Big Levi. Anybody remember this? If you remember that, give the mighty one great praise and glory. Remember that time, that 2, 3 a.m. in the morning? Again, I got this bad habit of just waking up in the middle of the night and start driving. And that was a great message unto us. And one brother, particularly, brother called me, said this message hit him right there. He said he understand what it was. You know, we saw that. We are not making this up. From the people think like, wait a minute, you guys are making this up. We are not, beloved. This is real. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, the beloved brother Abdullah C upload the video Anana, the pineapple. You know, the he talk about the Anana, the pineapple hijack. You know, if someone can put the link in the video so that people can watch it. There's a lot more. There is a lot more into that. Okay, with the Anana. Okay, and he and I would discuss a lot of stuff. We thought the brother become a ball for brother to me now. We are talking a lot more often. So when I went there, for those of you that didn't know what happened, when I went there at 3 a.m., for some reason at 3 a.m. I just wake up and then I just get in my car and I start driving. And sometimes I do this as well, people say I clear my head. Most of the time I'm looking for food. And but sometimes I do this when I'm inside of the house. I just felt like a urge of me to get out. And when I get out and I get in the car, I was driving, and I'm like, hey man, I really like driving at night, no traffic, less people. Let me go ahead and fill up my car. So I pull up to the fuel station and I see this dude. And that's when I was about to go ahead and meet with Sensei. And I'm questioning myself, say, man, yo, I'm about to do something very dangerous, man. I'm about to do something incredibly stupid. I can't tell the nation, I can't tell anyone. I must go over there and I must go do some heavy, horrible thing, man. And I never questioned the Most High, but I knew I had a feeling, brothers, I was not going to coming back. And I sign a lot of things over to certain people, and I made my final prayer. I said, okay, well, if this is how it's going to be, so be it. But anytime that I'm going to undertake something very dangerous, the Most High always sent some messenger unto me. Because I felt it in my soul. I'm like, man, it it could it could be this one. And I almost did not return. It is now I'm realizing how dangerous this thing was, what I did, what I went through. I was with a brother today and his wife. We were having some good conversation. And through the conversation, I find out how dangerous what I went through. I didn't even realize this. And I realized like this was very dangerous. But It brought so much fruit. Talking about so much fruit, no. I can say this another time. So much fruit, brothers, so much knowledge that I received when I met with this great fellow, this great man, this great teacher, which is now our mentor when it comes to magic, so to speak. When it comes to the other side, because we cannot go, beloved. You know what? Let me stop this for a second. This is probably. Let me see. I can see really well here. Let me change this right quick. This is. Wait a minute. That thing was supposed to turn white. There you go. This is probably the best way for us. Babe, what is it? Oh, okay. This is probably the best way for us to learn. This is probably the only time we didn't have to go to any Gentiles and ask for our information back. This is probably the only time we do not need the books from Gentiles. This is probably the only time when we get information directly from our people, we are so excited. Any experiment that we are doing right now, those things are not coming from the Gentiles. They have no idea what they are. They don't know what they are. Now we have mentors, we have teachers telling us and showing us what to do because it's coming from them specifically, uncut, unraw, unstepped on. It's just straight from the source. Every single thing we are doing from this point on, it never came from the Gentiles. That is why there is less confusion now. Directly from the anointed family, directly from the high priest and high priestess, straight from the source. That is why the nation are seeing huge results. You see, information about the Anana in the book, they took it out. You don't think it was in the book? The Anana is mentioned all over the Bible. It is. I let beloved brother Big Abdullah Seer talk about that. There are certain certain fruit and food that are mentioning in the Bible all over. They took them out, but the Most High Almighty is giving us those knowledge back. The deer antlers, it's mentioned all over the Bible. Come on, Naphtali is like a swift stag. A stag is a male deer. But those knowledges are coming straight from the source. We have teachers that are here for us because they see that we want to learn. This is the only time we never went to a Gentiles or get a book from them. We have our own people that's write our own book. Did you know Sensei is in the process? He already wrote a book specifically. He will not sell this book neither online, nor he will not sell this book in libraries. You have to come. You have to be one of us to buy this book. Straight from the source. This is not we go to another Gentiles channel or we imitating some. We have our own guy. We have our own guy. It's a great honor, brothers. We must appreciate this, man. A lot of the stuff now you're seeing less and less pineapple, so to speak. You're seeing less and less anana. You're seeing a lot of people are performing things that we are doing because those coming from the source. Every single thing that we are doing from Um, let's see. Ever since the ivory soap, did you know that how the whole ivory soap come from straight from the masters? They were the one that told us about it. They came in and said, "This is what you need to do." Ever since from the ivory soap and stuff, it's time to get real now. There is so much homework, brothers, to do. So many beautiful things, so many miracles you're going to see straight from the source. We don't need them. In fact, they need us. They are stealing our verbiage. They're even now trying to sell tiger. They even try to show you how to make some of that tiger bull themselves. We must be very honored and very respectful to those teachers. We have plenty, brothers. We have Sensei, we have another dude, and we have another crazy dude. We have three mentors. And I can't like I told you, I can't get close to them. They don't really like that because they don't know me like this. Now it's kind of like it's official. They really let me there because they had to meet me face to face. You have to go meet those masters. You have to go meet them. You have to meet them and they will shake your hand. They will run. They will literally they will literally bring you into places and make things run and you run. Who are you, man? If you can come there, you meet with us, then you're serious. Yeah, we are serious. At least the one that are serious. Yeah, that's why I give the mighty one. I'm like, Most High God Almighty, I don't know anything about those things. I have a limited amount of knowledge about this. And in our prayer, I say, we need a teacher. We need somebody that can walk us there. And we cannot reveal the identities of them because if we do, I can guarantee you something will happen to them. That's the only time, brothers. We have our own teachers. Now we are learning from our own people. That's why I told the brethren to take this very seriously. Whatever that asks of you to be done, if it is in your spirit, you do it. You do it. You don't question and keep saying, I don't know about this, what that's going to do and stuff. If you wish to do it, you do it. If you don't do it, but you don't question those guys. It's considering it super disrespectful when the masters are talking, you question them, or you talk too, or you're trying to be funny, saying some joke. Thank you, Tommy Bowser. That's what it is. And those guys, they don't talk to anyone. Do you know Sensei himself and the group of the two other dudes, they offer those guys money that I don't even think those money even exists on earth for them to sell out. They didn't. They give them all sort of things to sell out. They didn't. Because they are under orders. They have to pass the knowledge. Beloved, if I may not even finish this thing, man. There's certain things that have been revealed unto me. I'm like, yo, we were right from the beginning. We will enter another stage. I don't know, maybe in the middle of this year. Only a few of you will be able to pass this. I don't even know if I can even pass that. Yeah, those guys are the real deal, man. They all, you can feel it through the certain things that I'm saying that I never come up with them. The whole Anana thing, the whole the deer and my mother passed this on to me ever since I was a little boy. The whole the pot thing, those things coming straight from the source, man. And you see the results. We're not making this up. It's not like we're making things up and trying to. Nope, you see the results. We have great people with us and we must be very respectful to them. The reason why I never really I will not in any time reveal unto you, because I know some of our people in the nation, they enjoy disrespecting the elders. They enjoy disrespecting the teachers. Anytime somebody come and try to teach something, they don't get it. They cannot learn it. They don't know what it is. They quickly make a video response to a guy. They don't know. They have no idea what this dude is talking about. They have no idea what it is. They will call it witchcraft and stuff. You don't know what those guys are doing. Dudes, sit down. You don't know them. Some of our people are very good at this. Very, very good. And then they will attack those guys. And then they think those guys play. Yo, I'm telling you, those two don't play, man. Those guys can do things to you would wish that you would die already. Some of our people love that. They love when you try to explain something to them. You're trying to say, yo, we have these dudes and they agreed to talk to us. They agreed to teach us to a certain degree outside of being an initiate. They are teaching us certain things. They reveal unto me. They said, because they see the type of people that we are, because they know all the people that are serious. They know all of you. Some of you all know this. They run you before. They know who you are. Okay, they are they said those people are serious. They're all about that work, and we're willing to walk with them. But we can only teach according to what you, because you're profane. We will teach you in the circle of not profanity, so to speak, but anything that can go above that, you have to be one of them. And they will not initiate anyone, just like, oh, you buy your initiation. It doesn't work like that. And they tell you just straight up, the initiation, there's a high probability that you will not coming back. I'm not making this up, dude. There's a high probability that's why you cannot go initiate in the midst of those guys by yourself. You need a witness in case you die. They literally take you, go somewhere with you, and then presenting you and say, hey, you see this dude? He's one of us now. All of you obey him and do whatever the hell he said we do. When he speak, we speak. Those guys don't play this. I just wanted the nation to let you know that you are very special unto the Most High. He will send you special people, special knowledge, peculiar, strange knowledge. Do not reject it. Do not speak against it. If you do not like it, close the book, close this stuff, unsubscribe, leave. Don't say anything. I can guarantee you, beloved, you speak against it. Even another brother attacking me and stuff, I never said anything to them. I understand what the Most High did to this brother. Rip this thing from you. You gone. And you're going to suffer a hell of a lot more on the other side. This has to be 100% pure. No hidden agenda. Pure. If you're all about pureness, righteousness, they will hold you, hug you, and bring you in. But if you're all about like sitting in the background right there, being behind your keyboard, waiting on us to say something and quickly go make a video response. Quickly, you didn't even pray, you didn't even ask. Wait, I don't agree with the brother. You quickly go to your master, your teachers, your leaders. You tell them, hey, they say this, speak on it. And then this mad dog, Kudro the golem, going after this, and then they shun the knowledge. They keep rejecting the knowledge, and the Messiah will also reject you. That is why they stuck in one place. We are moving, and we're about to go a lot more further than the eyes can see. Some of you will be able to perform certain hish, but you will need to be an initiate. They cannot initiate me because they don't know what I am. I can't have a spirit in me. They're like, we really don't know what you are. I mean, everything's good with you. One of those dudes said, what is this guy? Where you come from? And there's no record of you or anywhere, anything. Usually we can tell where people coming from, but our page is missing in there. We don't know what you are. I and another fellow, they're like, we don't really. What are you, man? One of them genuinely questioned me, said, "What are you, dog?" I'm like, "Well, hey man, I don't know. I just came here. I just came here on behalf of my people. We are seeking knowledge." They said, "We know what you're seeking. We all." He said, "You think you're the only person that came here? You come with that sweet talk about knowledge." They said, "Well, whenever we're ready, we'll let you know." It is just now those guys are. It's been for at least a year and a half though. They kind of like let me sit and close to the circle. And those guys are powerful, man. They're very powerful dudes, man. Those guys have things. I'm like, oh shit. And brothers, the thing is like, man, I don't think I can finish this. The thing is like when you just wanna learn because you wanna show off. You wanna go and show the nation, look what I can do, look what I learned. And you ask yourself, you're like, wait a minute, um, what's going on? If those guys can do those things, why don't they why don't they just do this? And when I'm talking to one of them, probably the wisest, the coolest one, there's one of them you cannot see it. You cannot see him. You cannot go to him. You cannot get to him. He get to you wherever you are. When you're ready, he will come to you. You don't come to him because he's not here. Those guys are ascending masters, man. I'm not talking about brothers. This is the real deal, man. You got. Listen, man. Niggas like walk with your house shy, dog. Got niggas that got hitching their hand out where there and talk to people, dog, that shake their hands and walk in the midst of the apostle. You got those niggas, they're still there, but according to what they're saying. They know things that all okay, well, this guy died 200 years or 1,000 years and stuff like that. You got niggas like, this guy got some powerful ish, man. What up with you, man? This is the real deal, man. When you are around those guys, certain respect, certain fear, man. Shut the hell up. You listen and you do what if you all about that learning. All about that learning. That's why there are certain things I can't say. I'm like, holy shit. Certain the other day I found about some knowledge, brothers. I'm definitely afraid, man. It is just now I'm coming out of it. I'm like, all praises. All praises, man. I'm like the Most High is terrible, man. That guy is terrible. It's a terrible God, man. Sitting there, I'm like, whoa, this is some heavy stuff. This is some heavy stuff. This is way too heavy for me, man. I have to put it down. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put this one down. Oh hell no! Let me drink some water. You know what? Give me some of that sweet honey whiskey, man. I found out about some stuff. I'm like, wait, I thought those things was legend. No, the guy just sit right in front of me and said, no, that's not legend. He'd say, I did it. These dude, a lot of people did it. Well, a few selected few did it. Yeah, man. I'm like, oh, man, god damn. Oh, hell no, man. This is way too heavy, man. That's above my pay grade here, man. I can't reach this, man. Mind blowing. And I'm like, why would the Messiah allow something like that, man? And then I realized how terrible this guy is, man. Talking about little earthquake, talking about little tornado. I think worse thing than that, man. But anyway, all I, what I can tell the nation, we are very special to the Most High. We are His peculiar treasure. So He will treat us special. He will give special people specifically unto us, to no one else. You will not find anywhere else. It is right with you. I'm not telling a Negro, I'm not telling a sister to be proud. Oh, we this, we that. Be grateful, honor this great presence, honor this, man. Be very respectful. That is why I don't introduce anybody, because I know there's some still certain, there's still there's more of that brushing. There are certain ones that are in the midst that don't need to be here because they are not about that life. They are about to criticize the life, making other people scared of the knowledge. Be very humble, man. when you're in the presence, because you are going to meet them. For those of you that wish to meet those guys, you will come to them, and you're not gonna come with your little book in your hand trying to teach them. He says here, chapter this, verse this. I mean, those guys can just lift their fingers and you fly in the sky, man. Coming over there with your little book trying to teach them, and then they would take this book in your hand, they will flip it upside down, they show you this is the real deal. This is what it is. Those guys, they literally tell me you read the Bible upside down. Say, what are you doing? You hold it the wrong way. I showed those guys, brothers, when I got there, I showed them something that I was so proud. The nation have it, we have it. I'm so proud with this thing. I'm like, well, I presented to them as if I knew what I was doing. And then Sensei came in, he laughed, he put his hand on my shoulder. He laughed, he said, my son, this is not what that is. He literally, brothers, tell me what I say all the time. He said, my son, this is not what that is for. I'm like, are you sure? He said, yes. He said, this is not what that is. And then he consecrated to me and said, this is what it is for. And this is what you use it for. I'm like, holy yes. Wow. Yes. And he said, you can never show this to anyone anymore. And you can never let anyone touch it. Only use it when you are when you can get out and you use it. And I say, thank you, man. But I thought that's what it was. Said no. The profane, when you read the Bible, he thought that's what it is, because profane just see the surface. But inside of this, they don't know what's inside of it. Yeah, I came in so proudly. I'm like, I will present to you, gentlemen, this and stuff. And then I tell them, I want it to be consecrated when I'm performing the ceremony with him and stuff. They laugh at me. They laugh in humbleness, and then they say, my son, it's not what that is. So you see this? This is for what it is. Let me show you. Like, wow. Thank you. Another stuff that we had, and he told me how they are formed. I thought they were formed by men's hand. Brothers, I thought we have things in the nation, brethren, that I thought men made by their hand. He said, oh, hell no. There's no, he said, the hand of men cannot craft this. He said, man's hand do not craft that. I'm like, but they use it to perform this duty. They say that's not what it is for. Again, they say the profane, if it looks like that, that's what it is. You ever heard that if it walk like a duck, it talk like a duck, it must be a duck? Have you ever heard that saying, say, hey, if you walk like a duck, it's quack like a duck, it does like, it must be a duck because, hey, man, it walk like it and stuff. Sensei said, no, that's not what that is. I'm like, what? It's walking like a dog. He says, no. You don't even know the function of a duck. What is the function of a duck? Well, a duck just walk around and eat stuff. And so I say, you don't even know that. This is not a duck. Although it looked like a duck. But a duck cannot do what he does. This is beyond a duck. I'm like, holy shit. But I see people using all of this. So I said, no, they don't know how to use it. They don't know the right word to say it and how to activate it. It's one thing, we don't know how to activate anything. We have everything. We have no idea how to activate it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, and they talked to me. They said, we need cream of the crop. If the person is serious, person come, good. Some of you, they already run you. You already initiated in the midst of those guys. They're like, where'd you find this fellow? That guy is good. This woman is good. But some of you too, like, wow, this is heavy. Some people, they're like, hey, stay away from these guys. Stay away from these women. Too heavy, man. Certain things those guys won't touch. You know why? They told me. I'm like, well, can something be done? They say, yeah, but it will just waste their time. It will just waste their time. Because certain people, it's just when they are dealing with certain things, they don't know how to, you know what? This is what it is. Let me move on. No, they're gonna stuck in that one place. Yeah, he said, oh, okay, well, don't mess with this dude, don't mess with this girl. Somebody attacked me, they think they can get away with anything. They just go ahead and attack me and attack another brother. When they run those guys, they're like, those guys, just leave them. Give them enough rope if you know the whole thing. Give them enough rope. Give the enemy enough rope. You don't even to do anything to them. Just give them enough rope. That's all. I'm telling you, man, this thing is very, very deep. It's very serious. I am very, very humble, man, that I have a family with me here that support whatever I'm doing. I just love the nation, man. I love this nation. Whatever that I'm doing, they supported in me on it, and they did it with me. Give me a second. Huh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, the nation is very supportive. They are very, ever since we cut off the profane, now and then you got one scum coming over there trying to tell you something else. But right now, most of the people that are here, they are dead serious about this thing, man. And I have good news for you. They want to work with you if you want to work with them. But beware, this thing is very serious. Those guys, Hish, they tell you straight up, you gotta pass you for you to know both light to manipulate and control light and darkness. You have to go through the light and also to the darkness. You have to go to both. You will seek what that means. They already told certain brethren that are in a special group, they already told us what it means. They say, are you ready to go through the light and the darkness? Are you ready to go to the other side and come back? If you can come back. Read the book of Water and Spirit. You will know what I mean. When the brother, yeah, when the brother went to the portal, went to the initiation. If you can come back, because if your heart is not pure, you cannot come back. I'm not quite sure because I don't know. I don't know if it's like that book, but that book he has to go to the other side. You have to go to the other side, dog. Like, what's up with you? Just like Yahushua did. Yahushua had to go to the other side, man. What's up with you, Negro? You want to know both sides? You will go to the other side and see how it's like over there. See the things that are over there. Now you know both, then you can move in. If I leave it there, but I'll just tell my people to be very humble. Okay. Yeah, we're not. There are certain things we are not ready yet, brothers. There are certain when brothers instant download. That's the word they give me. Instant download. Once you receive what they give you, if you can receive it, instant download. After we're done with certain things, there are certain stuff we will discuss privately. And that's when March 4th, when I met that brother Michael, he confirmed to me that he will be with me over there. And I told you, if Michael wasn't in the midst, man, I wouldn't be back. Because the other side kind of knew what I was going to do. That's why they said all those things, against us when we were down there, man. But we passed it and we are moving forward. March 5th, EF4 and EF2 tornadoes hit Iowa. There were multiple tornadoes. The guy driving a car saw them in front of him while driving. The car was shaking. A video showed at least 4 tornadoes in one area. 4 tornadoes in one area. No, Mrs. Creasy, it's not too late. It's just you gotta get everything on deck, and those things require a massive amount of energy. If you're ready, you let us know, and then we will have them check on you, and then see what you can do. I will tell you to hold on that. Pray. Can you get the whole package? Because they are preparing, brothers. They are doing some serious hash. If you want the whole package, instant download. If you want the whole package, that's a horrible way to. If you want to skip the line, you don't want to wait. You want the instant download. They will give you instant download if your hard drive can handle this download. Damn it! If your hard drive can handle the file, they'll give it to you. Are you worthy of this knowledge? Yes. And then they say these 3 words they downloaded in you. If your body can take it, you will receive it. If your heart is impure, 6 feet under. The scientists said, spreading fire forces evacuation of 600 homes in Florida and the Panhandle. Burned through 1,400 acres. The sentient bliss Hurricane Michael. The sentence say, so the sentence, this is Hurricane Michael that did this 5 years ago. What? How? Well, all those trees and stuff. And you see how now, brothers, you see how now they don't say anything about that fire that happened in Florida and the Panhandle. That was March 5th. They don't say anything about it. You don't know how many houses that burnt. You don't know how many that much of damage they keep it. Unless if you go look for it. Any one of you know how many the fire that happened in Colorado probably at least 6 months ago? Anybody heard about this? Did you see and did you know that the 12 tribes, somewhat, they say the 12 tribe was somewhat responsible. But when they look at the 12 tribes, they thought the 12 tribes was talking about us. Come to find out it was Hesh over there. They back off. Did you know the folks that were in the 12 tribes, a lot of them were Ukrainian Hish? Right after that fire over there in Colorado, look what happened in Ukraine. All of this are connected. And you hear nothing, brethren. You hear nothing. Nobody come and accuse people. Nobody check their background, how their mother and father used to smoke crack, how much time they've been in jail. No name, no nothing. Okay. Excuse me. The scientists say the National Guard is poised to combat fire in Florida Panhandle. Ukrainian mechanic partially sinks Russian oligarch yak and luxury goods of Russian oligarch. Somebody define this word and give me a good synonym that those people used to glorify. Oligarch. Give me the definition and a synonym of it. Why are they all using the word oligarch? You guys used to, when to make the people fear. This little dude over there, Microsoft owner, this and that. When they are being taken down, when they are Jacob being taken down, when they are finding those guys with bullet hole in their head and their mouth blown wide open, they call it suicide. Those are oligarch suicide because they were being investigated. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. I'm out of water. What is she doing out there? The oligarch in Russia. They are the ruler. Ruler? So oligarch mean Russian ruler? You know what a ruler is? oligarchs or oligarchs, especially in Russia, a very rich business leader with a great deal of political influence. So what do they call them in America? A very rich business leader with great deal of political influence. What? You mean an elite? You mean the elite over there? Trying to confuse people. Say, oh, mainly in Russia, or especially in Russia. They just put that on, or especially in Russia. No, you guys are the elites, and then you are being taken down. They are taking your yak. They are taking your goodness. You know, you guys are killing yourself, and they are killing you. You're dying. Your wealth, the Most High is destroying. Holy God. That's in Russia. Wait. Especially in Russia, and you guys, what if oligarch talking about like the guys over there in Russia, why are you seizing their asset here in America? What the hell they are doing here in America? If they have political influence, what they are doing here in America? If they are over there in Russia, they are called oligarch. But when they are here, they are not calling oligarch. They are not in Russia. This is in Russia. They are calling the elites. They have banks and all that. Thank you, sister. They have all those money. They're not calling oligarch here. We don't have an oligarchy here. Those are the elites. Those are the true guys you never heard of. You got your little Elon Musk, your little Bill Gates. Those are the figure they put right in front of you. Those are facade. Those are Negroes when things happen. They say, oh, he did it. Those guys are nothing. You know who told us this? Our teachers. Sensei and the other guy, like this guy don't know anything. They don't know anything. Those are little puppets they put in front of you. That's why they're always in the media. Some of the dudes, they are seizing the asset. You're like, who is this guy? If he's an oligarch and elite, I never heard of him. I never heard of this dude, but yet he had these billions of dollars. Who is this dude? But he's no more now. The Most High is taking you down, son. What's up with you? Thank you. The hidden hands. Let us keep on moving. Winter said tornado was rated as an EF3. It was 13 miles long. Damn. Winter said family survived the storm, but their home is gone. Their house was swept clean. Big Levi talked about Abdullah Sear's video, a community post that discussed the number 13 and also discussed how some games in expensive home were pentacles, for example, the game of Parchesi. The Queen makes a permanent move to Windsor Castle. The Queen has decided never to live at Buckingham Palace again. You heard that? Shalom, beloved brother Chater. The Queen, she moved out of Buckingham Palace. And then she said, oh, I will never go back there. Or because Prince Charles died. Have you ever wondered why the Queen never had a king? Why she never married and have a king, the King of England, but they always have the Queen? England had a king, though. You just didn't know it. There's a reason why England never had a king. It did it? Did the Queen ever marry? I want to get this right. Babe? Did England ever had a king? Because that guy, that fellow, the Duke of Edinburgh, he was always a prince. He was never a king. She married a prince, which should have made him a king. You are a queen, right? I wanna be right to show you when we talk. Well, he was married to Prince Philip. Their last king was the conqueror of Canada. Ha! He was never king. Philip was never king. He was not royal. But he was never. He was marrying the King George was the last. Have you ever heard? Have you ever thought like, wait a minute? She's a queen. She married a prince. Therefore, this prince would have been king. I mean, I guess. You want to know why? Because no Gentiles can claim the scepter. What you're calling queen over there is not a queen. It's a well-dressed senior citizen that guard a scepter. And this scepter can only be claimed by the true king, the tribe of Judah. We need you to claim the scepter, man. One of you have to claim it. I'll take my ass out of it. I can't claim it. I can hold it though, put it there, being one of the guy that, guided the people, but there must be one of us that go over there. Because you want to know, have you ever wondered, okay, if those people are king or queens, why I never seen them dress as such? Always. Well, it's true, like Keisha, she's a well-dressed senior citizen. Have you ever seen the queen so-called queen always put a hat, a little nice little clothes? She never wear the queenly dress unless when they are doing Halloween stuff and she was some kind of huge stuff and then babe, damn it, I'm thirsty. Need you. Thank you. Like Excalibur. You cannot just pull this sword out of the rock like this. Did you know if you even touch it, it magnetism? It's like you touching an atomic bomb that been blow up. If you touch it with your hand, this hand is lost. It's not like you can't pull the rock. You touch it, you gone. You touch it, it suck up your soul. There is a reason you don't see those people dressing like queen and stuff, because they are not the true queen and true king, and they understand that. The Most High say, none of you will dress like other children. Have you seen their children? They look, they are celebrities. They go around, hey, Prince Charles. Oh, look at my baby. Look at this girl. I know if I say something about that, whatever Prince Charles or whatever his wife is, for some reason, our people think she's a black woman because I don't know, a part of her family was black and stuff. We all about that because, she's black. Oh, a black woman marry a prince. Oh, yeah. Just like when they make that Disney cartoon out of all the people, this black woman marry a frog. She was a prince. Baby, have you ever wondered why you never see the queen dressed as a real queen with a real crown, not some Halloween stuff, holding a scepter, not a scepter, the scepter? Have you ever wondered, okay, why this queen is there for show off? You never see the throne, the castle. You never heard of the King of England say, the Queen of England. Yes, baby. Can you give me that's the water? Mm-hmm. What about the
Hey, you know that's too heavy for me.
Yes, sweetie. I know that.
You want water here?
Yeah, I just want the water in there. Where's the water then? Bring it to me, I'll pour it in there.
The jug?
Yeah.
That means you're gonna take all the cold water then.
Wait, the cold water is in there?
Yeah.
There's not that much?
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'll just pour you some more in it. I'll just give you a little bit of it.
A little bit, half and half.
All right.
All right. There's a reason, brethren. You don't see those people wearing the royalty, sitting on the throne and give orders and saying, I'm the king of England, I'm the queen of England. And then people come up into them and, hey, my king, my queen. There's a reason you don't hear those things. That's why it is all the parliament making the law and other stuff and things like that. The queen is just a handmaid, a guardian. That's what she is. They know that. They just there to keep the seat warm. Barely. You never wonder why you never heard a decree coming from the queen or the king? Because they can't. That is why. That's why she is a figurehead. That's on you, man. I'm doing my part. If it is for me, or if they reveal to me, they say, "Hey, Big Levi, you been calling about that scepter. You need to go claim it. You, not anybody else. You. Hey, all praises to the Most High. Hey, I'm going to go ahead over there, kicking ass and taking them. Those guys, I don't even know why people even give the so-called Wolfchild any any. Those guys are poor. Those are anytime you heard people talking about, oh, those guys have so much, they have no money. The person that have the money that controls stuff, you don't know them, you never seen them. Those so-called Wolfchild are powerless, and those guys are not descendant of some magical reptilian. We are the descendant of the angels and magical folk. We prove that. Those Wolfchild guys, over there, nothing. Bill Gates. Those are people they put in front of you. Oh, they're so powerful. They got so much money and stuff. And if you truly know the history of those guys, you're like, well, there's a bunch of blama now, man. There's like those guys all poor, dirt poor, ain't got nothing. To take one of those so-called Wolfchild, bring any Negro in the hood, put them in the those guys, and they're muggles. They are not magical people, man. Gentiles do not have the. You think if they had, if the beloved, you know what the Gentiles have? The blessing of the sword, and they abuse it. Look around. They abuse the blessing of the sword. You think if they were magical, they wouldn't be abused this thing? You think if the Gentiles could have done any magic that they show you on the TV, they would have been all over abusing their magic, flying like Superman and killing and then do Doctor Strange stuff. They can do it. They can do that. They can do none of those things. But with the guns, oh, you better believe it. They'll wiped out their own, just like they're doing over there in Ukraine, because they have the blessing of the sword. We have the blessing of strangeness. The strangeness is there, brothers. I've seen it. Well, I didn't see anything. Forget that I say this. I am aware of that. I am aware of the strangeness. If they had the power of magic, they would have abused it just like they abused the sword. They don't have it. That's why they're trying to keep you away from it. Keep you away from your strangeness, from your magic, something that you have. March 7. Let me see. Man, it's gonna be 9 o'clock. Man, beloved brothers, I got some stuff that I'm gonna do. Let me see. I don't have that much. Oh, March 7th. I don't have that much. All right, I'll stop here for today. I gotta do something 9:15, 9:10. Are they coming at 9:15 or 9:30? Which one is it? And you women always confuses me. Anyway, so I'll stop today, brothers. I'll stop here today. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I only have 3 pages to go. They already took that little baby out of here. So shalom, high priestess Stasis. Shalom. Or you may go in peace. We will link up tomorrow at the same time. But I want the nation to understand this. You are very close. And this great power can only be given to the anointed one, the chosen, the purest of hearts. I want you, whatever fast you are going, as the mighty one, holy and great and powerful one, is your manservant. is your handmaid is ready to receive this type of knowledge. Be frank with yourself. Will I abuse it, great one? I want to know you. I want to see your face. Whatever you ask of me shall be done. And I'm in a very deep talk, and I do not want to bring like you bring some dude, bring a woman, and you go to those masters. They ask you, you want this knowledge? Do you know what you're getting into? It's not easy. If you wish this to be done, it will be done. I already talked about the 624 multiple time. It's in the beginning of the video. You may want to rewatch that, and it's on the website, of course, under homework. You may want to watch this. So we are moving, and we are moving fast, brother. Before we leave you, which one of you today did your experiment? If you catch my drift. All right. All right, all right, all right. Day 3, that's good. Some people on day 4. That's good. Tomorrow, day 5. You'll be surprised. This coming from the masters, all right? Those are the masters. They pass it on to me, I pass it on to you. If you wish it, you get it. You don't, you don't. If you miss a day, it won't work. You have to restart it all over again. Day 4th, tomorrow, day 5th. You got 2 more days to go. Day 4 for me too. I promise you, you won't regret it, man. Yes. Somebody said they got a headache right away. Intimidation. A lot of intimidation. It is good. It is good. It is good. So much, brothers. So much things. So much, so little time. Of course, beloved, for you to receive knowledge that you lost thousands of years ago, or knowledge worth of like thousands of years, you cannot learn it in one lifetime, but it can be done. You can instantly know everything that you lost. Are you ready to move to the step? Remember, it's a ladder. You're climbing. You cannot just look the top of ladder and then you jump. You're climbing a stairs. You're going up a stairs. You cannot just be at the bottom of the stair and then you jump to the top. You have to take it step by step. However, there's an elevator for VIP only. You can get there faster. Yep. Little by little, brothers. Little by little, we are getting there. And after that, we'll grade the homework. For those of you who haven't done it, for those of you that have been waiting for the result, you do the wise thing. You did. Anybody that wait to see what's gonna happen, you do the wise things. Over here, we are the fools. We don't care. Whatever that we hear, we just do it. That's how you learn. By doing crazy stuff, and then when you realize, you sit down and say, man, that was crazy. I should have done this. I learned my lesson. All right, beloved, it's 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Shalom. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Thank you for the nation that give the mighty one great praise, great glory. I say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.